Well, here we are again. Another one of my Sunday walks. Weather's not so good this week, but that'll give you a better chance to see the two oldest houses over there, and a better look at that flint wall the other side. It's a bit later this week. It's about 7:15. And you see quite clearly those walls were the boundary, probably of a farmyard. And I see there's some more over the other side there. This part of the walk includes a little section, a few things which I call hidden Langney. Some pieces that are here, but we tend to ignore them now, or you pass by and you don't even realise what they were. This is over there is Langney village, what we call Langney village. Not much existed here except farmland until the late 40s, early 50s, and that's when all those houses over there were built. Everything to the right is from the 1970s. Yeah, all of this 1970s. Now, the pub over there, the Martello, I'll just try and zoom in on it. There, typical 1950s estate pub to provide a centre for the local people. This, until the mid-70s, was as far as Eastbourne Corporation buses went. And on the destination it used to say Martello Inn or Langney Martello Inn. It's never been called the Martello Inn, always the Martello. And I'm standing this far away because there's somebody waiting at the bus stop, which is most annoying, but there you go. And used to have a conductor called Joe Robb, and every time we got round here when the pub was open, he'd say, "I'm just going for a box of matches." And when you looked through the window, every time he went in, you could see a half pint of beer and a packet of crisps put on the bar for him, because they knew exactly what he wanted. He was usually 3 sheets to the wind by the time we finished. Oh, here comes somebody running. So I will turn off for a second and keep a social. Right, turn cam on again. Across the other side of the road here. Lovely avenue of trees. Most of these were planted back in the 70s when they had to take down the older trees. But lovely avenue of trees here. I've come to this side because I want you to see this wall there. Look. All the way down that side, and the walls to the old farmhouse. And you can imagine, you see they've even blocked up one of the old gateways there. There it is. You can almost imagine a lovely walled garden behind that. Let's have a look and see. There you see the white top. Somebody painted it white. Imagine a lovely walled garden behind there. In a way, I'm surprised they didn't actually knock all the walls down. Here's another hidden little bit over there, look. See how that was obviously a gateway, perhaps to a house at one time, and they just left it. Lots of lovely bluebells, but unfortunately they're all Spanish or Spanish-English hybrids. And there is the last of the older houses on that side of the road. There we go. And the flint and brick wall. Don't know exactly how old that is, probably 20s, 30s. But that's the last one left. Where those houses are over there that you can see. That was the old Mirko petrol station when I first arrived. Long since gone. It says diversion. Well, we are actually going to take a diversion because I want to show you something up here. The newer houses over there built again part of the 1950s development. There was a corner shop, an off licence. As soon as Langney shopping centre opened, though, its days were numbered. Sadly. Even the passing trade from the school children couldn't save it. And the modern church here, built to serve the community, St Richard's. Hard to believe that 6 buses an hour used to come along this road here in a loop, terminating at Martello. I think you'd be hard pressed to get one round in here with the traffic and the road narrowed due to parking. Straight ahead, let's zoom into it. I think that house there on the end was where the local police constable lived, and that was like a little neighbourhood police station. But this is what I want you to see, and it's probably about as close as I can legally get. Langney Priory. Here we go. That is Eastbourne's oldest known building. It even predates the Lamb Inn in Old Town. 11th century, stroke 12th, so they say, and they certainly have found parts of it that date back that far, and other bits have been added at various centuries on the way through. So I'm going to slip in a moment a aerial photograph that I found showing what's actually there. When Eastbourne Borough extended its limits to include Langney, probably around 1945, 46, something like that, the council then compulsory purchased all this farmland around here to build the houses for the new Langney estate. And they would have got the priory too, except that a campaign was set up to prevent it, which fortunately prevailed. Unfortunately, the council didn't take the opportunity to buy it and preserve it, so it's remained in private hands, and that's why we can't go in and have a look. But it is still there. It's a remarkable survivor. It actually isn't a priory. It belonged to the Priory of Lewis. It technically would be called a grange. It was a farm, one of quite a few, belonging to the Priory of Lewis, which kept the main priory and the monks supplied with, obviously, the food on their table and what have you. When the first was dissolved. It fell into private hands and just became a farm, bearing in mind what I said last week about Langney being an island. Now, I'm just going to turn the camera off here for a moment. Somebody's coming this way walking with a dog, so I've got to keep social distance. And also it's a good opportunity for me to slip in that picture of the old priory building. Now, here we are. We're down at Langney Bridge. And if you didn't believe me about Langney being an island, unfortunately this is known nowadays as the Langney Sewer. Rather unfortunate title, but there is a small flow of water at the moment. It's actually controlled by a sluice gate further down. Obviously drains the land coming down from the hill. It also maintains the level of the marshes at times. What a lovely bucolic setting just on your backyard, and of course you go over this bridge time after time and you don't even think about having a look. We'll take a look at the other side in a minute. So, we'll go down as far as here this morning, I think. I've seen so many people out already. The government has sought to clarify their permissions, as it were, but to be honest, I think they've just muddied the water. They've now decided, oh yeah, you can drive within reason for your exercise as long as you spend more time there exercising than it took you to drive there. Interesting. I think that's probably given carte blanche to those who are going to say, oh great, get outside, we can do what we want. Not sure that's going to achieve the desired result. Anyway, we are now down at the Langney roundabout, and I wanted to bring you down here because I wanted to explain partly what I meant by the old Saxon word island. The EY on the end of the title. There's Langney, and you can see it rising uphill there, and the new houses built in the 70s on the edge of the farmland, but on the boundaries of what would have been the island. Then right in front of us is St Anthony's Hill. And you can see how that rises up above everything else. Then the next little island you can't see from here is called Horsey, and way over in the distance towards the Downs. I'll just bring my camera down. We have Hydney. And then of course the old town, and that was built on the hills underneath the downs. This is the Langney roundabout. We're now 15 feet below sea level. I'm getting wet. Can you feel the sea lapping? Those two buildings over there in the corner were actually outside of Eastbourne until 1940s, 50s, and all of that land over there where the church and the houses are built was a shingle bank known as the Crumbles. Just turn off for a bit.